What's up, everybody? Junior 2000 here from the CWO with fellow CWOs, Texas Hardcore, Russell, 1965, and Sean Cinephile Sanity. And us Cinephile will order are going to do a ranting watch party on the 2018 Bumhouse film Halloween by David Gordon Green.
But he would escape.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him. The bus crashed.
Michael Myers escaped. He'll return to Haddonfield, his home.
I need to protect my family.
You have no security system, Karen.
Mom, you need help.
Evil is real.
There's a reason we're supposed to be afraid of this night.
I've been preparing for this for a long time. It is not safe to be on the street tonight.
Hello! Get out of here! Get inside! Michael!
He's here. He is a killer, but he will be killed tonight. Happy Halloween, Michael.
What's up, everybody? CWO here, Juno, Texas, and Sean.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, so this movie that we're watching tonight, folks, is a ranting watch party. It beat out Halloween 5, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and ends. I was almost going to say kill, but I said ends, but it's actually ends.
Halloween spills.
Yep. But good to see everybody. Chester Franklin, what's up? Z, Zodiac, what's up? Brooke Scarlett, Rosalia, Johnny. Yes.
Yeah, you got 16 people in the team. There's 16 people right now. That's a lot.
Yeah, Juno Stallone, are you here? Yeah. He made a trailer for me when I'm like Stallone as in the movie Cobra, and it looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, I saw it, man. I saw it.
That thing is fucking supreme. He shared that with me, like when he was making it, and he had like it halfway done, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "This is the best thing you've done yet." And then he sent me the full thing, and I'm just like, "Damn."
I mean, like, I knew what I was getting right away when I saw the screenshot on it. His face on, like, the Cobra body. I was like, fuck, dude, this is great.
Yeah. Hey there, Anthony. How you doing? Hey there, Sebastian. How are you?
Yeah, I cannot comment. I can't comment in the chat tonight, but I can see the chat. I still can't find my fucking tablet. At this point, it's lost now. I can't even find the thing.
Well, what I'll do is I'll just comment for you. It'll just be a bunch of like fuck yous and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Leave my name after every comment. Just make sure you put that there. I got all these people unsubscribing to me and shit.
Hey there, Jen. How are you?
But it's actually, speaking of that, yeah, I just hit 1,800 on the channel. But yeah, thank you all very much for helping the channel get to that point. Only 200 away from 2K at this point.
Not bad. I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah,
I think I'm
congrats.
at like 182, 3, 4, something like that.
Yeah,
So
you're
everybody,
getting closer to 200. That's for sure. It's getting there.
so everybody get your pets, your grandma, your grandfather, your cousins,
Yeah.
even some of your
Hey there,
deceased
Jamie.
relatives, if you can, just
Yeah.
press that like button.
Do some kick ass shit. So
But
yeah, I guess
so it's
I'm
so. When
caught
was
up
the
with
last time you guys
everybody.
watched this movie? When was the last time you guys watched this?
Me,
I'd say it's about maybe 3 years for me or so.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
for
Last time I
me
watched
it was
it is when Kills came out. When Kills was released, I watched them like back to back.
yeah.
But it's been a little while since I've seen it.
I I saw it when Ends premiered on the cock. That's where I saw Halloween 2018 again, like probably like the fourth, fifth time, and yeah, it it does have some problems, but I'll give credit. It does have some well cinematography shots in the camera work, especially the one shot scene. I'll give him credit. It is a well damn shot scene that's filmed, versus like a one, not a editing. Like you just follow Michael through his hound walking and stalking Haddonfield and breaking into people's houses and killing them. Like I'll give credit. Like that was a great scene.
Yeah, like there's certainly things about it that I like, but there's certain
Mhm.
things I go back to when I look at, like especially the opening of this movie, and
Yeah,
I'm just like, why? Like, like what the
yeah.
fuck?
And that's the problem with this movie. There are some really shitty characters in this movie that are really bad at times in the movie, and of course you get the doctor that's really stupid in the movie.
Yeah,
He's
which
trying to be
is like
the
really just
trying to
to
be a new
replace
Luke,
the Loomis, you know?
but it was so shitty. Like, oh, there's a quick twist. Like, what the fuck?
Zodiac said Dr. Douchestein.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel about him when it was before Kills came out and they debunked, oh, Hawkins was alive. But I was so pissed off when they killed off Hoskins because with like, ah, they killed off the best character, Will Patton, and we had them stuck with this idiot doctor that killed him.
Yeah, and we also keep that one mental patient for like 2 movies, like
Hmm
it's like what the fuck?
the I know that I have the Blu-ray here, and I was watching the special features, and of course there's deleted scenes, but there's no scenes for the original ending. Like there are some scenes that Dick were seen in the trailer, but there was one scene I thought was so stupid. Like is Doctor Sartain poking his nose, to take a booger out while he's driving the car with Hawkins? Like that was a deleted scene. That's the
That was
shittiest deleted scene
actually so
ever.
that really says, that scene was considered at one point, like
Yeah,
somebody was serious about that.
yeah, digging his brains out was a deleted scene.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, like even these 2 journalists, like I don't think
Yeah,
these
they
are
were.
like bad actors. I just think that they're miscasted. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. And just the way this all opens up too, it's just like I don't know, man. I know I was very hyped for this, like
yeah,
leading up to
yeah,
its theatrical
yeah.
release. I actually saw this on opening night, and
Yeah.
coming out of the theater, I was real 50-50 about it, and then gave it another watch. And overall, it's just there's some things I like about it, and some things I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like, I'll
saw
admit,
it.
when the trailer. Go ahead, Texas.
I saw it in the theater when it came out, and I was with my ex best friend. And when the flashback scene happened, he had this total like freak out. He's like, "What the hell's going on? Why is that happening?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Why is it happening? I mean, I can't believe they'd show something like that." I go, "Dude, do you not remember the very first fucking movie?" I go, like, are you fucking nuts? I mean, he is, but the thing, but I couldn't believe that shit. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you, man? But it was like he was really just like raising this fuss, and I had to tell him, I'm like, calm the fuck down and shut up, so I can watch the movie, you know.
Yeah, I don't really see that being such a big deal.
Yeah. When I was hyped up when I heard this trailer. There was a trailer out for this movie, and it's because like the last time we got a Halloween movie was Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and that was a mess of a movie.
Yeah, like Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. I can't do the second one, but that actually took some time for it to grow on me. That's another one where I
Mhm.
like some things about it, but there's also some
Yeah.
questionable things about it too. But like nowadays, I can appreciate it a little bit more and like some things
Yeah.
about it. But the second one's just it stretches it too far for me.
Yeah. But what was weird before that Rob Zombie movie was remade, they were gonna do a Halloween 9, but that never got made because the original producer, Mustafa Akkad, died back in 2005. So that ninth film was canceled. So that's the reason why you got the remake instead of a ninth film, because it was supposed to continue after Resurrection.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say what would have happened with that.
Yeah. And what's weird about Resurrection, it had like four fucking different endings.
Yeah, see, that's a movie I have no desire to see ever again is Halloween Resurrection. Like, I really don't want to see that one ever again.
Yeah. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah, that movie's that's a bad one, man. And, for me personally, as the franchise goes along, the mask gets really bad. It's just like, I was taking a look at some things with part five the other night, and like, the long neck and everything, and the slick back hair is just like,
That's a shitty looking mask.
who fucking thought about this as a good idea as the final product for this mask? Like, what the fuck? But like, I know we did H2O last year too. But I'm still
Yeah.
not crazy about Michael's look in that movie, man, with the spiked out
Mhm.
hair and everything. Like some sideshow Bob
Uh,
looking
like,
motherfucker.
I do enjoy H2O. It's just, I kind of wish like there was more kills in the movie, and they should have just sit on like, even though it was a generic Michael Myers mask, they should have just stick with that over stupid CGI crap. Which I don't know why they wasted time doing that, because they never reused that bullshit ever again in a different scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get this started in a few minutes, folks. Get yourself ready. But in a few minutes,
You
we'll
want
get
me
this
to share a
going.
link for the movie or something?
Yeah,
Well, there's
yeah,
a
like if yeah, because I put a link in the description, and then I put in the comments.
it's
Oh, if
also
it's in the
on it's also
description,
on
then
anybody that's got Netflix. It's up there, and also on the
Even the
cock.
cock,
Yeah. You
the cock.
know, there we go.
yeah, if it's in the description, then yeah, everybody just go right to the description and
Yeah,
click on the link.
I was trying to find Inner Archive, but that shit got, I don't know, something was blocking it today. I was trying to Internet Archive
Yeah,
on there, but
it's that site is like going through some issues right now with like copyright restrictions on novels or something like that. And
mhm,
yeah, the whole site is like shut down, and apparently they're cleaning the site too at the same time or something. So it's just like I don't know.
probably.
So I'd say any day now it might be up and running again. Who knows? But I just know for a minute there, like the site didn't work one day, and then it worked again, and now it hasn't worked ever since.
Mhm.
Fucking, Nazis trying to take it down and shit.
Yeah, who knows, man? I'll be right back.
Yeah. What are you watching this movie on, Texas?
I'm gonna watch it on Netflix. I had it saved on the other one, but Jimmy's like, "Oh, it's on Netflix too," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll just watch it on there."
Yep. But it turns out Terrifier 3 kicked Joker 2's ass.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
A low budget movie kicked a high paying studio movie's ass. That's funny. But were you gonna say something, Texas?
Oh, just I I told you I saw that new Kevin Smith 4:30 movie, which was really good, I
Hmm.
thought. And then I watched Janet Planet, which I really liked, although I was a little confused by the end. But earlier before the stream, I have to finish it, but I'm watching this movie called it's called Strange uh fuck. It's like Strange something. It's a new one that has Kyle Garner in it, and
Hmm.
Barbara Hershey and Ed Begley Jr. actually make appearances in it. And I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but man, it's fucking really brutal, some of the shit in it. And I got about maybe 15 minutes to go in it, so I'm gonna, be watching the end of that later tonight.
I probably would have stuck it out.
Well, I didn't want to miss the stream, that's why.
Oh, that's understandable. Like I rarely ever just leave 15 minutes on a movie. I'll usually stick it out, like regardless of what's going on.
Trust me, I didn't want to, but I had it on. I was watching it. Then my dinner was ready, so I had to put it on pause, get dinner out of the oven, and then come back, start watching it. Then I got a phone call. I had to put it on pause. Usual
Yeah,
interruptions and stuff. So it's all good.
I think we all go through that though at some point. Like there's always something to like fuck up your movie watching. Like there's been times where I put a movie on and next you know it, I'm on the phone like doing things and then I see the credits are rolling. I'm like, dude, I didn't even watch a minute of that. Like holy shit. But yeah, shit happens, man.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm just watching my Blu-ray, Unfortunately, I do own these movies now, so I may as well get some use out of them.
Yeah, that's it, Brooks. Strange Darling. Yeah, that's a fucking. Whew.
But it looks like The Substance is available on Look Movie now.
yeah, it is on there. And even Alien
I haven't
Romulus as
watched it
well.
yet, but yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but probably give it a watch sometime soon.
And it's also cool that Romulus is on there as well.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
that's right.
was
Yeah,
on
Romulus is on there.
And you're a big fan of that franchise, Sean, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've liked pretty much every Alien movie up until this point.
Hmm. But is everybody ready? Get themselves ready, and we'll start this in a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing if,
I forgot. This one's like an hour 45 minutes, so just
okay,
a little over the 90-minute mark.
yeah. But get everybody ready, and See you in a second, folks.
He is a killer, but he will be killed tonight. Happy Halloween, Michael.
I'm Universal. All right. Got the menu ready. Is everybody ready to get ready to go on this rant?
Yeah.
Watch party. All right. Just gotta get the subtitles ready.
I'm gonna play mine with
ready
Russian
to
audio. Just kidding. Although I did watch Boogie Nights once with French audio, and that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
And I watched
great.
Poltergeist in Spanish one time. That was pretty good.
Spanish is
Especially when
good.
she starts telling Caroline to go to the light. Oye, Caroline del Sol. It was so funny.
Now I want to see Street Trash in like Spanish or something. Probably be a lot better
That
than,
would probably be great.
especially with the black guy who's shoplifting in the store.
Right, yep. If you guys ready, we'll do a countdown to 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick play. Damn FBI warning. We know it's rated R. I don't need to see it again.
Like, it doesn't matter how many times a Universal will do a horror movie. Like, their intro always gives me the vibe that I'm gonna watch an action movie. Like, I don't know, it's just the
Yeah,
Universal logo to me. It just like screams action movies to me.
yeah. It's just this new logo just doesn't look like it. Kind of compared to like the new Lionsgate logo. Like they even play that with horror movies, and it doesn't scream horror to you. Yeah, Miramax. They got away with that piece of shit Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, this
And
does
they
have
have
good opticals
Blumhouse.
in it though. Like, yeah, like even the soundtrack in this is pretty good.
Yeah, like I would say that's one of the best things about this movie is the soundtrack. It's probably the best part because Carpenter
Yeah,
came back to make the soundtrack.
yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
I love that part though when they're in the courtyard and that dude just starts flipping out saying Figaro, keeps repeating Figaro and shit.
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah, like this shitty orchestral music's gonna fucking calm them down, you know.
Yeah.
I just don't get why they had to open the movie this way. It's just so out of place. I don't get it.
Yeah. And we're introduced to the Dr. Sartain shits thing.
Now this is supposed to be present day, right? Like 40 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Like
that's
why is it
supposed to
like
be the
why does
reboot.
it have this like 70s look to it though? I don't get it. Like you
I
see
wonder,
how like
like,
the institution is mostly ran on like buttons and like mechanics like that. Like
Mhm.
nowadays all that shit's like digital. You know,
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
well, because I guess it's an old deal and they're not upgrading. But I wonder if this doctor was based on Mustafa Akkad, and stuff, since he produced, a lot of those, remakes and shit.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about him besides the fact that he likes to yell at people, you know? So, like, it's hard for me to say if I could agree with that. Like, wait, isn't he the one that, like told Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's like, look how you sound. He's like, you're never going to be an actor. He's like making
That might
fun
have
of him.
that might have been him or one of those, the Gooch brothers, that.
Was it Mr. No, that was Dino De Laurentiis. That's who
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one who told Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's like, you're never going to be an actor with the way you sound.
And Terminator and Predator happened.
My name is Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor would have been better.
The dude looks like him, like a
I
shitty
forget this
version of him.
guy's
It would.
name, but like he's on. I know he's on the new House of the Dragon show. He plays like a twin brother or something like that in that show.
I've
But I've
seen
seen
her.
him in other things. Like I've seen him in other things. I think he's a decent actor, but I just think he shouldn't be playing this part. I don't know. It
Yeah.
just doesn't seem
It's
well
because
crafted.
he's
I've seen her in other shit, but I don't know who the
yeah.
fuck she is. Come on, man.
I, I always thought these were two idiot characters in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, they take them out pretty quick,
Like these
so.
were like even told him don't lean the yellow line, and he's doing that.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like 40 years later, that mask would have been like disintegrated, falling apart and shit.
Yeah,
Figo, whoa! See
like
that good old
Glenn
good old
Cox.
Joseph there. I didn't say that. You didn't hear that.
It was this dumbass that compass that instigated Michael, not Laurie Strode.
That's like the thing throughout this movie. Like the thing to say throughout this is say something, and then the next one's fucking evil dies tonight. It's like each
Yeah,
movie has its own like saying, its own chant.
You got that one guy jumping up and down while he's crapping his pants, so. Say something. Say something.
so stupid.
It's really just not a good opening, man. But I do like the credits here and the pumpkin inflating and everything. It's
Yeah,
like this is pretty cool to see how that all like plays out and everything. But I'm just really not very thrilled with the way this movie opens up.
I guess it's time to do the dance,
But I just thought that was a dumb opening. Like they should have just went with the pumpkin opening. Like that would have been better to open the movie.
It could have they could have had Peter Dinklage running around with a big old pumpkin on his head, and he crashes into a wall that splits in half. You never can have enough Dinklage.
Yeah, he could be Michael's sidekick. It's like mini me. Gets him his own mask and costume. Instead of John Carpenter, it's John Cocaine. So Sebastian said. Yeah, I can't believe these dickheads are willing to pay $3,000 to go talk to Laurie Strode for like 5 minutes.
So dumb.
Hey, Ashton. Ashton's in the house.
Hey, what's up, Ash?
Like these characters, like even though they're dumbasses, they're even boring too. Like they don't even feel like, oh, I gotta give a shit about these characters.
I
They're
mean,
like really nothing.
Yeah, like Tex is right though. Like they do get knocked off like fairly quick, so they're only like a nuisance for what, like 15 so minutes in the movie.
Something like that, yeah.
We're investigative journalists. We'll give you $3,000. Like I would have opened that gate too. Like, all right, come in, you dickheads. What if she actually killed them instead?
Right.
That's the only reason why she let them in. She just picks them off in the car.
But that would have been easy.
You're a couple of them English fuckers, ain't you?
See them.
Yeah. Early plot twist. Laurie's with Michael.
Reese's jock cups that Rosie said. That's funny.
Got enough lights to fucking light up a baseball stadium.
Her first question is,
Crazy.
did you ever purchase any of your father's paintings? Excuse me, what? That wasn't in the script,
It's a little improv.
Crazy cat. Yeah, crazy cat lady, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Like, what's up with the 3 pill bottles on the table? And they're like right in front of the one guy too. So it's like, are they hers, or did he just like pull his fucking meds out of his pocket or something?
Yeah.
Chester's saying, what version of Halloween theme do you guys like more in David Gordon Green trilogy?
Well, I
Like the
would just,
music you're talking about? You're talking
I
like
would
the
say
music, right?
For the
whichever one
movie.
has a beat and I can dance to it.
I know the first two are definitely good, so I might give it
Hmm.
to Kills, honestly, from what I
I like
remember.
Kills because Michael kicks ass in that one.
I've only seen Halloween Kills one time.
That's like the
So have you
only
seen
one I
it
saw in
Halloween?
theaters.
So. Yeah, the only one I saw in the theater was this one.
I showed him the mask. Nothing. No response, nothing. He won't talk to anyone. Never has.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak to you. I showed him the mask. None of you put down to him. Don't stop all things you must be longing to say.
See, now it's like this dude wants to be like a fucking cult leader or something, telling her that we can help. Come with us. We can help you free yourself. It's like, fuck you, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, it's like this guy's like, it almost seems like he's up to something. Like something a little bit deeper there. But, again, like you said, these people get knocked off early, thank God. Forgot about this dude. What movie is it where Judy Greer's got the ugly ass Christmas sweater on? Is that the next one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it is the next one.
Yeah, he's got to clean that peanut butter off his hand and do some other stuff with it too.
This scene is so stupid.
Just more big
It's
characters.
just like, oh, let's make the joke from Halloween 4 how the dad got his tie caught in the coffee, and let's make it a raunchy funny joke.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a dull introduction for characters, big characters.
That's Bicky. I gotta go. Damn Bicky. So then you got her friends. You got the one dude that looks like fucking Jack White from the White Stripes. And then you got this blonde that could be that bitch from Paramore or, some fucking alt-y band, and shit.
Yeah, she's drinking something with balls in it.
Balls deep.
Oh, Mia, fuck you with that. Oh, we made it up. Fuck you.
Qui Gooch Jin. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's like if Leia and Luke were never siblings. Fucking stupid.
Oh, and here comes Porky.
Um,
Well, at least he knows how to, kiss dudes as well as women.
Like, I don't
mhm.
care for any of her friends at all. Allison's friends, I really don't give a shit about any of these people.
They're a bunch of douchebags. Yeah, bunch of dipshits.
Uh, Coming up on some fan service.
Yeah, fans. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. Why the hell this is a reboot? Because the reboot, they're just referencing everything, but beyond after this.
See, she's like, fuck college, go to Mexico, go to a donkey show, you know,
Yeah,
Go to Mexico, become a drug dealer.
yeah.
get your
The
car,
the
tuck and
grand
roll.
yeah, the granddaughter is pretty much just 2018 Laurie Strode.
That interspecies erotica does exist.
Hmm.
Another thing when this movie was coming out back then, and hearing all the interviews that Jamie Lee Curtis did was just like, oh man, I hate hearing her talk about her fraudulent love for the Halloween franchise.
Yeah, she doesn't even give a shit about part two.
Well, now it's like, it's convenient for her to act like she really cares about these movies, whereas like in the 80s and the 90s, like she didn't want anything to do with it. She wanted far
Yeah,
away from Michael
yeah,
Myers and horror movies.
because she hates horror movies. That's why.
But
And
money
even
talks.
surprisingly, she
Yeah,
even
see,
hates blue.
that's what it comes down though, is it's
Yeah,
money at the
and
end of the day.
surprisingly, she even hates Blue Steel, and that's not even a horror movie.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Well,
I just find it annoying when she's just like, talks about it like she's been with this since day one.
well, honestly, the only good thing about fucking Blue Steel is Ron Silver and Elizabeth Pena. I mean, she ain't shit in that movie.
Yeah, she's like the main character too.
Yeah, I know, but wasn't some kind of fucking Oscar-winning performance or anything.
Now we're back to the boring fucking journalist, dumb fuck.
Maybe someone should have asked Michael Myers who he was voting for this fall. He's just gonna stab everybody until he gets to the
Yeah,
polls.
Right.
and of course this scene where they're on the bus, it's supposed to reference Loomis's line from Part Four. How many people on the bus? But it was an ambulance. Because in the original script, it was supposed to be on a bus. That's where they pretty much reference Part Four.
Yeah, more fan service.
And Dr. Shitstain.
See, they could have just fucking did a AI version of Loomis instead of this asshole.
Isn't
Yeah,
that what they did for Kills? When they,
Yeah,
when they did that reenactment scene?
yeah.
they should have done that. They have this dipshit on here.
A hologram Loomis. Maybe a hologram Loomis.
And he's like, hologram Loomis, and he's listening to Tupac, you know.
Yeah, like Loomis comes out and all these other hologram celebrities come out behind him.
Dear Michael, you know, instead of Dear Mama, you know. Shit.
Yeah, Loomis is pretty sadly missed in this movie. But we
Jamie
have
Queen
to
Rainbow
be stuck
Curtis.
with. But we have to be stuck with Shitstain. Fuckhead.
I just wish Allison's mom was more like honest with her. Like, look, no one gives a shit about
Yeah,
fucking grandma. Like, no one gives a
Yeah.
shit about her. You know?
yeah.
Instead of just like leading her
That was at
along, like,
least.
lying to her.
Yeah. No disrespect to this actress, Judy Greer, but she was fucking horribly miscast in this movie.
Yeah, could agree with that.
Because I'm used to seeing her in movies where she plays like a bitchy villain character. I'm like, I'm supposed to die her as this daughter of Laurie Strode.
Yeah, like even at the end when you see her like handling weapons and stuff, it's just like, what? Like Judy Greer? Like really?
That was
Like
I don't really get what was the hype of that shit. Like it wasn't badass. It just looked laughable to me. It's just I don't know. Just really, am I supposed to buy her?
The only thing that I've seen her in lately that she was really good in, I thought, was that series, The Bear. You know, because she's good at playing a neurotic
Hmm.
fucking widower and shit. I think she's a widower in it or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, try to find it on Look Movie, Sean the Bear. Fucking great series.
Okay, I'll have to mental
Jesus.
bookmark that. Yeah, you know what I was watching the other night out of boredom, and it just popped up on my like Look Movie feed was the Unsolved Mysteries show on Netflix.
Hmm.
And I watched this segment on the Mothman thing. They did a segment on like these Mothman sightings, and like some of it really creeped me out for a second there. Like some of the reenactments they were doing. Like some lady came out one night to like take her trash out, and the thing was right there in front of her face. This giant winged bat with red eyes. Like, oh man, couldn't imagine seeing some shit like that. And then how do you explain that to somebody?
Right. I always refer to that show though as unresolved mysteries because half the time they never solved them. So
Well, yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. But like, in a way, it's bringing attention to unsolved cases is really their whole
No,
point.
I know, but it's like just would always call it unresolved mysteries. The Love Boat always called that the fuck boat. And stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, it makes sense, man.
Jesus
Dad, look out!
Christ!
You're gonna
Most
hit
of
this
these
moron.
characters,
Yeah, like who
most
came
of
up
these
with this
characters
kid?
have fucking
Who
sucked.
came up with this character and this like his love for dancing? Like, it's not even funny. It's really not.
And then he calls this fucking kid Lumpy. I mean, what the fuck? This ain't Leave It to Beaver. What the hell, man?
Well, they have Big John, Little Johnny kills.
Doesn't he like shoot his dad by accident or something?
No, it's Doctor. It's that Doctor Shit's thing that he shoots,
Oh, okay. He shows up.
which I thought was funny because like I didn't really give a shit about that character. He kind of he deserved it. But it is a ballsy scene of like what happens after the kid shoots the dumbass doctor. Michael ends up killing this kid.
Yeah, yeah, he does get a vicious kill. That's right. But yeah, I find it like that whole thing with the Mothman though. Like, I just find it crazy that so many people have, sightings of this thing. And like, why is it only in fucking West Virginia? Like, nobody's like really like. Well, apparently some people have seen it like as far as like Massachusetts, apparently. But like, I just find it weird that like you only see the Mothman in certain areas.
Mhm. Stupid fucker. He got shot.
Yeah. Yeah, Myers just totally annihilates this kid here.
Yeah, he shot the stupid fucking doctor.
I mean, like, at least he didn't just choke him. He did, like, smash his head into the door a few times.
Hmm. But it's still ballsy because it's the first time we see Michael do this to a kid.
I think there really is a little too much fan service in this movie, though. Like, you almost can't get through a whole scene without noticing things that just ring back to the first movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're showing Back to the Future.
Signal 13. Officer damage. I repeat, officer damage. Need assistance, send backup right away.
Well, have a good night, Sebastian. Take care.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Bash. Take care, man.
Yeah, I agree, Chester. They did the PTSD with Laurie Strode, and they show better. Here, it just feels like overproduced bullshit. Like, oh, we saw this in H2O, but it was done better, more effective.
But I also don't understand how, like, in Halloween Ends, we get far away from Michael Myers, but we spend all this time focusing on him in these other two movies. And then in the third one, it's just like, we're not interested anymore. Let's put him in the fucking sewer.
Yeah, and they make him weak, sick, and all that bullshit. And they want to, the dumbass filmmakers want to say that, oh, they hid in the detail that, oh, he's sick with COVID. Like, great, go political and shove it up our ass with with that message of COVID. And there's people wearing masks, so like, yeah, of course, they're filming during COVID time in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think COVID really had a whole lot of effect on that movie, really.
You know,
Like on the writing of it.
yeah.
3 more stabs into her sternum.
There's Michael's sister, Stone, Judah.
Oh, these
They're
two
doing
idiots are
flashbacks.
still alive.
Michael
So
should
they're in the
just got
movie a
them
lot
right there
longer
in
than I
front of his
thought.
sister's tombstone.
Checking out the patients who help to figure out who's who. Almost all accounted for. 2 of them checking their emails at the local library.
So I guess the sheriff in Chicago, Illinois, or whatever the fuck we're at. Where are we at? Haddonfield, Illinois. They wear cowboy hats there. Okay.
Haddonfield.
That I don't know that actor's name, but he was the one in I think it was fucking Road Trip where they went to that college and they told them that they were in the they were pledging it into the black college, and then when they did that deal with DJ Qual, and he says, "Hey," and he goes, "We know this guy's a motherfucking racist." And he pulls out that clan mask and shit.
See, like, I think another reason why this whole franchise really doesn't work for me beyond like the first three movies is because there's not a whole lot of backstory on Michael Myers. Like, how far can you really stretch something like that?
Yeah,
And like,
they already
keep
did
it
that.
interesting.
Where,
And it's like over the years they just haven't done that. And I think that shows, there's not a whole lot you can really do with the Michael Myers character. It's his motives are simple and everything,
yeah,
and he pretty much accomplishes that in like early on in the franchise.
yeah,
I mean, like, at this point, like, the only thing I feel like you can do with Michael Myers is just have him kill fucking crazy amounts of people. That's it.
yeah.
Like, how far can you take that?
Just
See, I
let
just
Michael
noticed
win.
something I'd never noticed before, but like when he was staring at that old lady that was in the truck and he gave her the peace sign, she moves her eyes as if trying to say over there, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she's trying to draw his attention to something, but I don't know why she
Oh,
would say so.
motherfucker!
But he's too busy thinking about,
There's the ice
Star
machine.
Wars and shit.
Yeah, there's the ice machine from Halloween 4, and guess what? The setting is he kills a mechanic and he steals the fucking mechanic suit. So like, great, referencing like more bullshit fan service, which is asinine bullshit. Like, oh, this is a reboot to the original. Aren't the sequels are not supposed to exist if it's a reboot?
Yeah, it's really just an odd logic right there.
Yeah, like it would have been interesting if you just not reference like, oh, let's do fan service crap. Oh, and let's reference the sequels that were ignored, highly ignored. They never in the timeline.
Excuse me, I'm taking
It's
a
like,
fat dump in here.
yeah, yeah. Bye bye these two dumbasses.
I'm thinking my battle shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Will Patton. He's a good actor. When this movie came out, I was pissed off what happened to his character before Kills fixed that up where he's alive. But
A dead mechanic in his underwear, you know.
Yeah, that happened in Halloween
yeah,
4.
The things that these people do, though, you know.
yeah, it's like Loomis. It's like Loomis finding the dead mechanic from Halloween
Yeah.
4 in the mechanic shop. Like reference Halloween 4.
Like when you add in, like you add up all the fan service at the end of the day, like, and you look at that, and then you look at what's left over, like how much of this movie is like really based on like original ideas, you know, it really isn't.
Yeah,
See, and technically,
and
when
they
she
even
went
said that
up,
in interviews.
go
Yeah,
ahead, Juno.
no, go ahead, continue the scene.
Well, I was just saying, she didn't, you see her, she's got her pants pulled up, and the way she got on that floor, she wouldn't have had a fucking chance to have pulled her fucking pants up.
Yeah,
She would have been buck ass naked.
yeah. And of course, this scene does get brutal, but like, how am I supposed to care for these characters? They've been fucking boring and throughout the
Yeah,
movie. And they pretty much instigated Michael from starting this shit. Because remember, he brought the mat and he said, say something. Because they made
yeah.
Michael awake. They turned him awake, coming back as the shape. Because it was
40
kind of
minutes,
stupid and
16
ends with,
seconds, Rosa. The tramp stamp. 40 minutes, 16 seconds.
okay, got it. Like, in ends, like, it was stupid when they said that, oh, it was Laurie Strode's fault. It was these two dumbasses' fault. They started this shit. And they're blaming Laurie
Yeah.
Strode like, oh, it was her fault that Michael Myers is killing everybody.
I
And
mean,
that was the
these
most
two definitely
asinine
stirred the
shit.
pot, you know, like they definitely read this up.
And and they even had the fucking mask. So like Michael got the mask from them.
I'll be right back.
Now the shape is wearing his mask, his Shatner mask.
I thought that was a neat little setup, though, that she had there.
Hmm.
Like her own little bat cave.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be a homage, but I don't really get why it needs to reference like because they said in interviews this is supposed to ignore all the sequels from the timeline. Like it's supposed to be starting new.
They should do like an offshoot movie, like with Judy Greer and the girl and the dad and all that, like a prequel type movie, but it's like a Lifetime movie just about their daily bullshit. You know, that would work.
Yep. Yeah, that would be interesting. And it's free on the timeline on the Lifetime channel at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like her husband's pretty forgettable. Like, do we remember his name? No, I guess not because I
Zodiac
just
said,
saw him. Well, the nickname I give.
Lifetime movie with Judy Greer looking peanut butter. Yeah, with all the stupid cops they have in this movie, they should have brought back LL Cool J from H2O. Put that in as one of the
Yep.
cops.
Oh
Why
my
the fuck not?
oh
Add
my
a little
god.
more fan service in there.
When I saw that movie in the theater, and there was this couple like sitting behind me and my friend, and so then like when LL Cool J shows up in the movie, the guy's like, "That's my N word, boy." And but okay, but then when Michael Myers shows up, it's "That's my N word, boy," and I'm like, I wanted to turn around and go, which one is it, asshole? You know, I was just like, damn, you know.
Now that Michael's got everything he needs, he's got the full outfit on, the
Yeah,
mask, like this is where you kind of get a
because
feel
he
for
killed
things, I
Max.
think.
Remember?
Like this is where the movie, kind of gets its brutal violence in place. It's like okay, we
Yeah,
finally put Michael in his
yeah,
proper atmosphere here.
yeah, yeah. This is the scene I would say it is a great shot scene, even with the music in the background, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's
and
a
as it
one
goes
shot
through all
scene
the
after
neighbors'
edited.
houses, as it goes through like each window and everything, like it's definitely it's well crafted with the way that's filmed. But I mean, I would like to see that lady getting beat with that hammer. you know, like we only get the blood
And
dripping
that's
off
kind
the
of stupid.
hammer there in the After Effects.
Yeah, and what's kind of stupid, they show the kills graphically in the next movie, Kill,
Yeah,
but they don't show it here.
I mean, if you're gonna use the word kills, yeah, you gotta have some, over excessive
Yeah,
violence. If you're gonna use that word. But now he's out in the neighborhood with all the kids trick or treating. Like just that right there is already creepy enough.
Oh yeah, and they did break the cardinal rule in this one because he's never killed a kid before, and and he did it in this one.
Yeah.
yeah, it was an instant that he doesn't kill.
But in that moment when he stops there on the sidewalk and he's staring, I think he's having like a culture shock moment. Like he's like used to the
Yeah,
'70s and everything. This is 40 years later. Like it's almost like, wow, where do I start? so many people to kill. You know, like
Right.
you know, it's also creepy. You know, like all he has to do is dress up in a costume, and nobody knows that there's a psychopath walking around. You know, like it's the one night where everybody's wearing a costume. This is a rough one here, man. This girl gets her head smashed, and then a knife through the back of the neck.
Oh,
Ooh. And oh yeah, we forgot about these shitty characters. Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah, more boring and forgettable characters. That they just don't make you care for them, like if they live or die, because they don't really give you any story. Like, oh, do I care about these characters? No, let Michael get them. Because in the franchise, there were some characters I did like, but all in all, like when you get here, like, do you even give a rat's ass about any of the characters?
I don't know, man.
Because I did like some of the characters, like in was it in part one? You got Linda, Annie, Bob, and then you got in part two, you got the Bud character, which was funny. I thought Bud was a funny character in part two.
Yeah.
Stayed on my hole.
I'm telling my mom you're smoking weed.
And of course, you get this kid who is another character. I would admit is a great character and does a smart thing when he sees Michael Myers. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm the fuck out of here."
It's like the last movie I think that they'd be watching on TV, and this is Repo Man.
Yeah, another reference to a good movie. That's what Ange was horribly doing. It kept showing footage of movies, great movie titles, and then like that was the one thing that was like getting kind of stupid. Like when movies do that, when they're desperate to show a good movie, you know their movies suck. When they're showing like a better movie, and Repo Man, of
Yeah.
course, is better than this movie.
I mean, like, it's more than likely someone's a fan of the movie, whoever had control over that.
Well, Dickhead Gordon Green, he liked Christine, so he made the whole Ants movie as a remake of Christine.
What if he was like, yeah, you know what? Go the fuck home. I'm taking this fucking cheetah home.
I didn't really give a shit about this character when he gets killed in jail. Fuck this character. I was happy when Michael got him. I kind of wish he got him here in this one, but we
Well,
have to wait till he
that,
kills, and then Michael Michael breaks his neck and like stabs it through like a wooden part of the piece of the stairs or something, and breaks his neck.
I really hate that Little John, Big John thing too with those two characters.
That was the oh, we gotta have gay characters. What does that have to do with the movie?
I guess it's trying to pertain to
Like,
all audiences. I don't know, man. I can't. I got no answers for you there.
like, didn't they do that in Chainsaw, the Netflix Chainsaw, where like the school shooter girl, like they said she was like a lesbian or something?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but
You just had to
I'm
bring up the
still.
L word,
it's
didn't
just
you,
like
Juno? That's it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. No.
Enough fan service for me. I'm out of here.
Oh, there's Jack White again. Master Tate.
got a little Pepe for WCW.
Like, why would he get a tattoo of tonight? Like, it really is like some stupid pothead shit, I guess.
No, didn't his tattoo say Steve fucked me on it?
I don't know what it said. Like, I just know it has like the date on there or something.
Steve fucked me. You know.
Oh, I
Oh,
just
like
know it's
Scary Movie
the
2?
Yeah.
Like Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
Ray, fuck me.
date.
I like Scary Movie 2.
I think it's the best one out of all of them.
This guy looks like Jack White, but he sounds like Casey Affleck.
Hmm.
He's like, I saw some fucked up face watching me from the dark.
I mean, it's like, why are they trying to like fucking let this kid be all like ghetto, and he's probably like about 8 years old, like, let me get my gat. I'm gonna go kill him.
Yeah, he's full NWA.
Yep.
Right. He's actually the smartest character, just running, just gets out of there, not standing there to look back. And Michael killing his babysitter.
I'm just waiting for like him, bitch. You almost gave me a heart attack.
He starts calling her
I
a
know.
cracker.
I ain't selling to you no more.
Yeah.
Fuck you, cracker bitch.
I'll take my supply back. I don't need your shit.
Yeah, I don't know where he starts like making everything about race. You're the most racist babysitter I've ever had.
Sick. And here
What
he
if this
thinks
is
he's
like
like,
the kill scene from like Happy Birthday to Me, and he's got like a scarf on, and gets stuck in the tire, and it fucking like pulls him
right,
in?
right.
You know, I first saw this scene in the theater. I didn't really think he was behind that door.
Stupid dumb how she dropped the motorcycle.
And then her slipping because she's wearing socks. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at
socks
least
make
that
you
makes
slip.
sense, though.
Of course, the closet scene is supposed to be it's in the trailer all the time.
He's like, I'll go get help. And then he's like, don't go up there. You're going to get killed.
But they make it look like there that, like, you know, when he says "fuck this," like he's about to run out of the house, but then he
Right.
goes for the knife.
You're gonna get killed, Dave. Just get out of there. Forget her. Just find another girlfriend, dumb shit.
Fuck, man. I think I'd rather like we should have like had Ben Tramer in this. That'd be more interesting.
Ben Shaver as the sheriff. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And there's the Silver Shamrock Mask, which the movie that people hate. And which Halloween 3, it's a movie that most of us hated at first, but when we grew up to like it, it's more of a it was a cult following. Now it's getting more appreciation. Like now everybody is saying that it's a great movie. Like for a while it was underrated, and now it's getting more appreciated. So, like I like that Halloween 3. Like it's different. Like that to me is a different Halloween movie compared to the
Yeah.
shit that we
I
got in
just think
Halloween Ends.
I think Halloween 3
Yep.
just does a good job at capturing, you know, like what Halloween's about. You know, it actually focuses
Yeah.
on like the
And
season itself and the holiday and
yeah,
everything. But
and it
I
didn't
know when I
it didn't
first
treat
saw
Michael.
that, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like when I first saw Halloween 3, like it really freaked me out. Like the test room A scene with the kid's head melting
Yeah.
and all the insects coming out, like it really like freaked me the fuck out because I was just like, what the fuck? Like I thought these movies were about this guy killing people. Like what's going on here? Like it was just like a lot for
Yeah.
me to take in, and like over the years,
Yeah.
I just was like, I wouldn't say like I hated the movie. I just didn't really care to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But you know, it's years later I started to really appreciate the movie a lot more, and now
Mhm.
I usually don't go a Halloween without watching it now.
Yeah. Yeah. But it seems like people like Ends more. Like, oh, it's different. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
but like,
Michael treated like shit, and at least with 3, at least it's different where you don't see him get his ass kicked or going
like
to a
I just
damn
think that
grinder.
like what they do in Halloween Ends is just like
Hmm.
it totally disregards what it's about with Michael Myers. And then on top of that, it's like, you know, if you're such big fans of these slasher movies, like And how come you're not aware of what happened with Friday the 13th Part 5 when we didn't have Jason in that movie? Did that turn out to be a successful movie? Like, no, it didn't.
Yeah, Chester's taking off, man.
Oh, have a good night, Chester.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Chester. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow on Texas Channel. We're doing that tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I know I am. I hope you'll be there.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, I'm kind of surprised that the cops are letting her just swing a gun around and shit, you know?
Well, he's known her all her life, so I mean, you know, it's like he don't give a fuck.
Like I just feel like if like neighbors started coming out with guns, like they would allow it. Like, yeah, let's get all the neighbors together, get all the vigilantes together, let's do it. I'm gonna deputize all yous.
Yeah, we get when that dude has a shitty tattoo. We see that he has a tattoo of the Halloween date, October 31st, 2018. Like that's the fucking tattoo.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I thought it was like a skull or something, which is a stupid date. That was it.
Well, he could have gotten a tattoo of his ass on his ass or something, you know.
That'd have been better than a date date of the year. And then back to shit stain. With a singlet. Oh, you're the new Loomis. Fuck out of here. He's no Loomis. Dr. Loomis can kick his ass in 5 seconds. Donald Pleasant is the best Loomis. Hands down. Rest in peace, Donald Pleasant.
Who the fuck is Ranbir Sartain? Like, what country is this fucking guy supposed to be from? Kazakhstan or something? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, probably, or you know, Arabia or some shit, you know.
Maybe he's ISIS. He's the leader of ISIS.
He just needs to sleep it off.
Of course, we get that. We get the backstory part in Kill.
Brooks says he's from Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah.
He's from Turkey.
Yeah, Dark Harvest is a fucking great movie. I love that movie.
Oh, the Pumpkinhead meet Purge movie in the 50s.
We watched that. Well, I mean, I watched it, and then you said you had watched it and stuff, and yeah, that's a great fucking
Yeah, it was
movie.
on Look Movies. Was it based on a novel? Because I seen a novel at a Barnes and Noble.
I guess. I don't know.
Probably was.
Anything with like anything with a fucked up pumpkin on the front, you know, on the thumbnail, you know, is good for me.
It's kind of interesting that it's kind of like it kind of takes like the Purge, but it's like in the 50s. Because you could part of it's kind of like the Purge, but even though they're supposed to kill the jack-o'-lantern monster, but they keep killing each other, so like it goes nuts. It's like kind of like the Purge meets Pumpkinhead.
It's so weird too in that movie. Like when it starts off, like they played "Neat, Neat, Neat" by the Damned, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? They're, you know, I mean, because you got these dudes in leather jackets. They played the Damned instead of like the Ramones or something. But I mean, I was like, wow, that's fucking great. Any fucking movie that has the, you know, the Damned in it, you know, some great punk rock song is okay by me.
There's sometimes time spirits can use other kind of music, but like it's always played in every time spirit movie.
She's got an
But
ugly ass
that
Christmas sweater on in this too, man. The fuck?
yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater. Out of season of October.
I mean, this is what people do though at this time of year. They like getting like 3 months in advance ready for fucking Christmas.
They do that. It's like everywhere. Even
Yeah, it's
Walmart has Christmas shit out already when it's October.
yeah. I was at Dollar General tonight. I had to go there and get dog food, and they already took the Halloween stuff and pushed it over to the next aisle, and they have all the Christmas shit out already.
Damn.
I'm surprised she didn't get her crotch spot on the pointy thing like Beavis and Butthead did in one of their episodes.
Motion
Because I
sensors,
originally
dummy.
I don't want to like what the hell does this have to do with the story? These idiots trying to kiss each other? They just drag the fucking story.
See, that's the thing, man. Never get too drunk or you fucking spill your guts on everything. I didn't mean to kill that kid with my automobile last night. Oh shit, you know. Or throw that baseball through that window and hit that old lady.
What the fuck, dude? Like
Like,
guacamole
I
all
don't know,
over your
man.
body.
Like, I've gotten pretty drunk at certain times in my life, but I think I could still figure out that there's a guy with a mask standing there. You know, like, I don't know. Do people really get that drunk? I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And of course, there's another factor. He's saying,
See,
"Oh,
that's
Mr. Elrod," which
the
is a
thing. He's
character
trying to
from
be
Part
his
Two.
friend, you know.
Yeah. And that character that he's saying, Mr. Elrod, that's a character from Part Two.
Right.
That I'm like, yeah, great service on Part Two.
Like, I wonder how much time they had to spend on trying to make all that make sense. All this stupid fan service shit.
Like the fan service shit was unnecessary to me. Like if it should have been his own thing, none of the stuff that's referencing the other movies. Okay, do its own timeline, make it refreshing and new. Keep it where Michael is killing everybody.
One thing I could say about what's his name who plays Michael Myers, James, what's his name again?
Jude, James
James
Jude Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah, like, you know, he really knows how to handle a knife.
Yeah,
Like, he knows you put a knife in his hand, like he knows how to like just instantly get it to the front of his hand, like in a second.
yeah, yeah. Like he's good in this first one. I would say I liked it more in the second one because they show him more badass in that one. But it shows like his gory kills in this one where of course he killed the dumb ass journalist.
Yeah.
And he killed this drunk dude that tried to make moves on Allison with his chin under this pointy fence. Which kind of reminds me of that Hot Fuzz movie. You know where the that dude that plays that's that James Bond dude. What the fuck is his name?
The last guy who played James Bond?
Pierce
No,
Brosnan.
the one that's in License to Kill.
Roger Moore?
No, not
Or
him. The one in License to Kill. The one in the
It's
80s
Pierce
one.
Brosnan. Or Timothy Dalton. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton. When he plays like a
Yeah.
bad guy in Hot Fuzz, and he falls on the miniature that stabs him under the chin.
Yeah,
Like
through the
that's what it
throat and
reminds me of.
everything. Oh man, it's so
okay.
fucked up.
And what's funny is that he's alive in that movie, but this dude is already killed and with his chin under that pointy thing. I like Hot Fuzz. That's a very funny movie. I'm in a lot of pain, and the damn thing's under his chin. Did you ever see that one, Sean?
What one? Dogma, did you say?
No, Hot Fuzz.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't have it in my collection, but I've seen it. That's
Yeah,
another
funny ass
Edgar
movie.
Wright movie, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
like
was.
his sequel, at, like
Yeah,
the sequel to
after
the Cornetto
Shaun of the
trilogy
Dead,
with
then he
Sean.
made at World's End after that. So it was like the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah,
Right.
because they referenced. I like those three movies. And Pierre Bronson, like it's in like speaking of Pierre Bronson, he's the bad guy in the next movie at World's End. So like you got like two James Bond as bad guys in those two movies.
I thought you said Dogma when you were talking about movies.
Speaking of
Dogma's
that, though,
underrated.
speaking of Dogma, I guess everything got cleared. Some other company is putting it out because it's got like some anniversary this year, but they kind of missed it, so they're going to do it like next year. I saw
Mhm.
Kevin Smith talking about it. So he was at this company, whoever it was. He didn't say who it was, but whoever it was wrestled it out of Fuckstein's hands. So
Mhm.
It's kind of like how Ship Factory missed the Killer Clowns from Outer Space 35th anniversary. Like that new 4K was supposed to be out for the 35th anniversary, and it got like pushed back a year, and they were still trying to ride with like 35 years. Like, we know it's 36 now. We got it.
Mhm. They always
but at
delay
least
shit.
he said it's going to be, I guess, it's going to get a Blu-ray release and whatever, and then it's going to,
Yes.
he said he totally support it, go out on the road, for whatever, screenings and shit like that. So it is good news to hear that.
Yeah, I know that was like for a while there. It looked like that film just wasn't going to be getting any kind of solid release that it deserves.
Yeah. Because
Well,
that Blu-ray
old
that's
wanted
out
all
there.
this money, so
Mhm.
for him to buy the film back, go through lawyers and all this crappy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to deal with that out of print bullshit. Now we could deal with getting a release, physical release of Dogma. And fucking Doctor Shitstain, fuckface, that Officer Hawkins. Oh, it's supposed to be
Dr.
creepy that he's a bad guy. That was stupid in the first place. He
You know,
killed one of
Shitstains and
like it.
Turkey.
I bet if he was still alive, they would have put Klaus Kinski in that role instead.
Yep.
He would
That would
take
have been
over
1,000 times
directing right
better because
away.
the actor they
Right.
He
if it
would
was
walk right
Klaus
up to David
Kinski, it
Gordon
would have been
Green
a
and be
thousand
like,
times
"Who
better.
the fuck are you? You don't direct me. I direct me."
If it would have been Klaus Kinski, it would have been 1,000 times better than this awful actor that plays Shitstain.
You guys ever see Crawl Space?
I still haven't, but I need to.
Dude, he's really fucking creepy in that shit, dude.
Okay.
He's basically a guy who like runs this like apartment building, but apparently he's like this runaway Nazi. That's like his backstory. He's like this runaway Nazi from like the 40s and shit that got like, I don't know, chased away, and he hid away in this apartment building in like America somewhere. And he starts like spying on all like the female tenants. And he's got like traps set up in like certain parts of the houses or like the apartments and shit. But that's a real creepy movie.
And this dumbass wore the Shades mask. Oh, I gotta feel Michael Myers' power.
And then these
What?
two
You want to feel
assholes,
him? And
these two asshole pigs are talking about, upon me and shit. It's like, dude, y'all probably don't even have a fucking Vietnamese restaurant in that fucking town, so shut the fuck up.
This
Jesus.
is a stupid conversation here.
yeah. But yeah, of course, people got crazy about shit, Stan being a crazy fucking killer. What was crazy about it? It was so stupid. Like, oh, I'm supposed to buy this shit stain with a singlet, killing Officer Hawkins, and then boom, and then wearing the Shades mask. Like, it was stupid in the first place. Like, because it backfires on him because he's a dumbass.
That one cop, the cop that's not driving, the one in the passenger seat,
Right.
that looks like the guy that was playing in Kill Bill. That's Uma Thurman, who's playing Kiddo, and she's getting married to that guy. That looks exactly like him. Well, I want to look that up and see if that's the same actor.
Oh, shit.
I think that's
Shut
Kill Bill too.
your bellies. Shut your bellies up your ass, shit thing.
His
Michael
name is
doesn't give a shit
Christopher
about
Allen
you.
Nelson. Is the actor.
Okay.
And yeah, it is him. I knew it. I knew it was him. It's definitely him.
Wow, that's cool.
That's great.
I mean, I find this scene believable here. How he's just crushing the doctor like that. Like I think I think Michael could generate enough, power to crush somebody like that in the
Yeah.
front seat.
I was actually happy, like, yeah, this idiot thought he had a great plan, but it backfired on him because he's a dumbass.
Well, he thought that he could take him out of there and root the evil out of him and all this shit. There's all this illogical bullshit.
Yeah, it just backfired and Michael just hit the seat and crushed him, and like how Darnell looked like he got killed
Oh,
in
man.
Christine.
That
He
scene where
got
he
crushed on
fucking
the wheel.
steps on his head like a pumpkin there, that was pretty good.
It did sound like a watermelon or a pumpkin, like when he stepped on it. So.
And that's probably the best kill because he killed a piece of shit character.
Yeah,
Which is satisfying.
Taylor
I mean,
Hawkins, please respond.
it's just good to know. Like, all right, we got 2 more movies coming. At least that asshole's gone.
Yeah, because he has the more goriest kill. Because everybody has like the stabbing and the neck breaking, but he has like the goriest because, of course, because he's a piece of shit and killed. Because when this one was out, he killed Hopkins. Like I did like his character. I did like the Hawkins character in part 2. It's just if he was not in the sequel, it would have like made it would have made it a stupid way to not have them back because like Gray, we let a piece of shit character kill a great character.
Rosalie said Willie F. Nelson.
Yeah.
Brooks said that Chris Nelson is also wearing that mask when he grabs Lori through the windows on the door when he gets his fingers blown off. Okay.
Oh, so that's not James Drew Courtney? Oh. And of course, you see Laurie Strode's hat that you saw that she had it hanging in her room in the first film.
Like they don't even know what to do with the father anymore. Let's just give him a yo-yo.
Well, that's pretty much what he is. He's a fucking human yo-yo anyway, you know.
And also,
it's just like it just seems like
remember
they
his-
don't even know what to do with his character. Like, you
And
know
also,
what? I'm filming this scene here by playing with a fucking yo-yo, looking at the cameras.
And also, does anybody know his fucking name in the movie?
I don't. I just fucking call him Slapdick.
Wasn't it Ray or something?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think his name is Ray. I think that rings a bell now.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's just, why am I supposed to care about this character? He's just gonna be another kill. It's only paying attention to the daughter, Laurie Strode's granddaughter, and Laurie Strode. That's it. He's just the dead weight.
I mean, like, look, the human jack-o'-lantern head, it's cool and all, but, like, how the fuck do you just clean out someone's head like that in 5 minutes? You know, like, he just, I don't know, he got that guy's head out pretty fucking fast. I mean, like, you know, average person to carve a pumpkin, that's going to take you, like, a half hour or longer. But, I guess Michael Myers could fucking turn your head into a pumpkin in 5 seconds.
Well, Art already beat him in Terrifier.
Yeah.
He created.
Yeah. Karen, where are you at with your ugly ass sweater?
Get downstairs. Get downstairs.
It's a boring neck snap, not a neck slice or something. That's it.
Karen, make sure you're wearing your ugliest sweater tonight, because we're facing off against Michael fucking Myers.
See, but she knew all this shit anyway, you know, and they were setting the trap. So I think half the time they were just playing dumb or putting on a fucking act.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That character is just useless. Like, do you even remember him? Did they give him a heart? Yeah, because he just breaks his neck and then, we just forget about him. Like, no biggie. That's how I feel with some of the, like, not just only the dad, but even the granddaughter's friends. Like, remember when they're killed? Do you remember them? No.
Yeah, they're not really major significance to the movie.
So I guess the hand is not played by James Drew Courtney in this stunt scene.
I guess not, because I do think that actor, I think he is a stunt guy too.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know the more I looked at him, I'm like, that looks like the guy from Kill Bill that's supposed to be Kiddo's new husband.
Yep.
But it turns out that was him.
Of course, yeah. And of course, there was an original ending that it's never been released, but it's only been clips of it seen on the trailer. It's not on the deleted scene. We don't get that original ending. We get shit stain poking his nose, and not see the original ending. But I don't know who ever see that original ending in my release, or unless Bumhouse don't want to release it and just leave it in the editing room for it, whatever.
All right, we're officially on the final act now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's in the house now.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever heard about that? How they reshot the ending?
I don't know.
Like releasing this movie. Yeah,
I don't know.
the piece of the original ending was like it was actually in the trailer where you see Lori's like swinging a knife at Michael and they're outside with the lights outside the headlights. That was part of the original ending, and you don't see that in the movie because they changed it.
Oh, okay. See, you
That was
know,
like part of the
it's funny.
original.
I own those movies. I still haven't watched any of the features on them. I haven't watched any of the features on
Yeah,
those Blu-rays yet.
they don't have the original ending, which was highly disappointing because I wanted to see how that ended. What did they
I
change?
I wanted to see that ending where he was like baking pies and shit like that.
That'd be a
Yeah,
good one
sure.
too.
Yeah, you in Texas Nana's place will definitely enjoy that.
Oh, Brooke is saying Chris Nelson is an FX guy and had to do the stunts himself. Oh, so
Yeah,
he's an FX.
like like if you look at his filmography, he's an actor slash stunt guy apparently. But I didn't realize that that was his hand in that moment. So thanks for sharing that, bro.
Thank you, Brooke.
What if like Sarah Connor showed up? It's like, I got your back, Lori.
Sarah Connor and then Mick Garris from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know,
That's
I
all
because
the
they
got
all
your
pretty
the
much
back,
make
Lori.
Lori. She's a Sarah
all the
Connor in this one.
all the women,
She's holding the
muscular
shotgun.
women, show up.
Or if Sarah Connor shows up, kicks down the door, and she's like, I heard you guys were having an ugly sweater party.
I'll be back.
All right, so apparently Lori's house has been turned into a bodega now. She's closing up for the night. She's putting all the security gates down. We're closed.
No more ice cream for you.
Yeah, the guy from Big Trouble in Little China shows up. Where's John Carpenter? I thought John Carpenter was gonna be here.
Jesus, why is this scene just dragged on? Like, what the fuck, man?
What's with the mannequins, though? I don't get it. Like, I mean, I know Laurie uses them as target practice, but it's almost like they're haunted there in that one scene. Ooh, the mannequins are haunted. Yeah, if only they got Neville Brand for the original Halloween.
Oh man.
Imagine him playing the sheriff. Or like Dr. Loomis, even so.
Yep.
But you know, when I hear people talk with these movies, it seems like most people do like this one, the 2018 one. I'd say this is probably got to be my favorite out of the three, even though I hate putting the word favorite in there. You know, like I don't.
Yeah.
These aren't really big movies for me, and I don't know, man. I could, in a way, I can appreciate what they tried to do, but at the end of the day, it's just too much fucking fan service, man. Like
And
that's just
yeah,
my
the
real big
Astros.
issue. It's just like like I know when like when you heard people like Danny McBride talking about the movie, like they would mention the fan service, but I didn't realize it was drenched in fucking fan service. Like every fucking scene is almost fan service.
Easter egg, Easter egg. constant Easter eggs. Like, what the fuck are... And then there's dipshit Ray, the most useless character, the most useless character that we don't remember.
What if they gave him Yo-Yo on the credit at the end?
It almost looks
Always
like
funny.
one of those.
Okay, good.
It almost looks like one of those mannequins is on its period or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're on this thing for like fucking 10 minutes. Something doesn't happen until we finally get shit.
And then there's your Halloween 2 scene in reverse, you know. Instead of Loomis on the ground, it's her.
Yeah.
It turns out it was Bigfoot the whole time from the fucking outline of the body. It was Bigfoot.
Like you said, there's a goddamn Yeti in these parts, and I ain't seen anything but some kind of hairy fucking bastard.
We can't rule out Bigfoot because the guy has a mask on. No one's seen his face yet.
We got to make sure we make some plaster casts to the feet.
Yeah.
And stop putting that cherry pie on the windowsill, because you know that big bastard's going to eat it.
The one thing I did that made no fucking sense, like when they got rid of the brother sister storyline, why is he still going after her?
Dude, that's what I mean. There's not much to go on his backstory, and they milked the fucking shit out of it to a point where they just murdered it.
Yeah, like why can't he just go attack somebody else? Attack, I don't know, Robert Englund's family.
Like when I look at the sequel,
storyline,
it's like, to me, it just says, like, you know what? We got Michael Myers. This is what people want to see. This is why we keep making these movies. People love Michael Myers. It doesn't matter what the fuck he's doing. As long as he's in the movie, people are fucking happy.
Yeah, it's the same with Friday the 13th, any of those fucking series, man.
Yeah.
Even Chucky.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I do get it, but, like, at what point do you go, like, okay, move on to something else, you know? Like, what the fuck?
Like that Chucky show, which it got recently canceled. Everybody was pissed because the ending, because that last season was shitty. It got canceled, so Don Petticini, he's kind of upset, but he wants to make more movies continuing the damn show. I'm like, just let Chucky rest in peace and let Brad Dourif do his other movies. He doesn't need to be doing Chucky over and over again. Jesus Christ.
Dude, that takes some real strength to let that fucking thing.
This is milking everything. Oh yeah, the most overhyped scene.
What if she didn't say gotcha and she was like, Merry Christmas, asshole?
Right. Happy birthday, pansy.
This is kind of a dumb ass part of the movie.
You know what, Karen? You stay down there with him.
Like, happy Halloween, man.
Yeah, you can hear Michael Myers
Shit,
making noises from getting cut.
You should have took care of my thing. Trap door. Like
Like
firing
in
at
that
the
moment, I
shield
like to think Michael's
and
just like,
Halloween too.
well, it's time to go back to the drawing board. Plan B.
Oh, want to see
I mean,
how
I
Michael
did
got
think that
killed in
was,
part two?
I did think that was cool of him just standing there, you know, getting barbecued and shit.
Yeah. Just sitting
Like,
there like, what
it's
an
like he knew, like,
inconvenience it's for me.
yeah, because we know he's still alive and kills. He survived a fire.
Well, apparently he survived it in part two, so if he can survive that, he'll survive anything.
Yeah, but even they did that shit better in part two, like where he's walking on fire and the fire's coming out of his mask. Like that was
Yeah.
actually better because it was pretty bad, and it was also I don't know how they. It's weird how they brought back Loomis, but it was pretty badass because he's like sacrificing himself, and he's like, "This time, Michael," and they both burned. Like it was like a badass end for Michael, like with that big ass explosion. But here it's just like, oh, we seen that in part two, but it was done better.
It's too bad, like this truck, there wasn't a whole bunch of fucking chickens in the back, and they had to sit there with the chickens and shit. You know, I'm sorry, ladies, it's me, Miguel Myers. I have to take you to the down to the border.
I
Want you to,
heard
want
that
you to
one of
meet.
you ladies had money to go to Mexico.
I want you to meet my friend. Meet my friend Chucky.
It's Yuki. So, does anybody got money to go to Mexico? I heard someone's giving out $3,000.
And yeah, that's the end of this overrated crap, but still with some decent moments.
Rosalie said he likes gorditas.
Jason goes to Taco
And
Bell. I
yeah,
love
Chester says that he doesn't die in the end because in the end credit you hear him breathing, of course. But we already saw that in Kills. He's still alive because they do continue how they were driving from the truck, and then the fire trucks are coming, and they're gonna try to stop the fire, but Michael kills them.
I mean, like, if there's any kind of mystery behind that, they ruined it in the trailer. But
Mhm.
I just think, as like a fan of horror movies, if you don't see someone die on screen, that means they're still alive, or at least it's safe to think that.
Yeah, they did that with many killers at times. Like you don't see it, They did that in Thanksgiving, and there's gonna be a sequel. But
Nah,
yeah,
it's
bro,
the
we
breathing.
just
If
ranted
the
all
breathing
night.
is Chris Chan.
Yeah, we ranted on this overrated film, folks, and it won the poll. Even though like I still enjoy some parts of it, it still is hit with some fan service bullshit where let's re Easter egg all the sequels, but this is supposed to be ignoring them in the timeline. Like this is supposed to be direct to the first one. I'm like, how is it direct if you're
Yeah,
referencing the sequels that everybody? Because it makes it pointless if it's a reboot. Like, how come all those shit are made and then you're referencing it? Like that's pissing people off because you could be referencing somebody's favorite movie. Like people up for be pissed off or they reference Halloween 2, which they did that with many times in this movie, especially
yeah,
the way it ends.
it's an odd choice to just totally disrespect what came what came years before.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
So the reason I appreciate Kills more after this one is because Michael is kicking ass, he's killing everybody, and he's also stacking bodies in that movie. Like probably like the only movie with the Halloween movie with the biggest kill count was probably Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which was a mess. Even though the violence was brutal and you could barely see jack shit, but at least with kills you get some brutal, vicious kills, especially like the dude getting his armpit stabbed with a knife. Like that's the most like cringy, like inducing pain to see. Getting stabbed in an armpit.
Yeah. I mean, just me
Cause that was
personally, like, I
yeah,
don't think these movies are really going to age very well. Like, even at this point, I don't even think
no,
they've aged already that well at this point. But I think as you watch these as a full trilogy, overall, they do have their moments. I mean, I'm not very satisfied as a fan of the first three movies, really, like with these movies, but there is some things I do genuinely like about these three movies. I'll even admit with Halloween Ends, like I didn't really mind the opening to it. Like about the first 30,
yeah,
maybe 40 minutes, I was like, I'm like sitting there, like when I'm watching, I'm taking it in. I find it somewhat interesting, but at the same time, like I don't know why we're focusing on this kid here. And then once you realize, fucking, the real person that they should be focusing on is down in the fucking sewer, it really just becomes a shit show really quickly with that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I can appreciate what they tried to do all these years later, for big fans of the franchise. But when you look at this
yeah,
one right here, it's just a smack in the face with fucking fan service. And,
yeah.
it's,
And
to me, if I see
I
enough
heard,
fan service in a movie, it's going to make me want to turn it off and put the original on.
yeah, and also it's stupid. They call it Halloween, like the original. Like, what the fuck are you gonna call it? Halloween Forever or Halloween H40 or something? I don't know. They just call this is the
Yeah,
stupid thing that they're doing. They're just calling it like the original movies. They did that with Scream, and then they did that with um shit. Damn it, I forgot what the other movie. But they've been doing that where they've been calling it with the original movie's name, and it's like you're not gonna add a subtitle to it, like because it's gonna confuse people. Because if you're looking it up, they're gonna say, "Oh, the original movie," but you're looking forward to this one,
well,
but you have
that's
to put the
why.
2018 with it.
I mean, I think with them going with just the Halloween title, they figured that people, if they want to refer to it, they'll just call it 2018. And that's
Yeah,
what people have been riding with, at least. That's how I identify this movie, really. But it just kind of shows that they didn't
for
have
me,
any original ideas as far as going with a new title.
the
So
reason
it just
for
Halloween,
for
Halloween
my
Kills, and
the
Halloween
new
Ends. Like when you look at all those
the,
titles, they're
the
not
new
very inventive titles.
yeah, the new title I gave this one is Halloween Greatest Hits. That's what it is. Halloween's greatest hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you you want to chop up every great kill from the whole franchise in a way, it's like that. But put like a montage of all the best moments. But
Yeah, like
yeah,
the
so tomorrow
franchise.
night we're gonna be on Texas's channel.
Yeah,
Yeah, tomorrow night with the
We're
classic Fear
watching
City.
Fear
I
City,
had to,
right? Okay.
yeah, I had to change some things around because Johnny still wants to do Phantom of the Paradise hangout, and he said he could hang out for the whole movie, but he had like 2 different dates, so it's actually going to be November 2nd, so that's like a Saturday or something. So I'll be doing a Saturday show that night. So tentative plans for next week are Last Matinee and on the
Yeah, that
30th
movie is so fucking cool, man.
and then the 30th I'm planning something. I don't know if I'm going to do editor yet since you're so opposed to it, but that's all right.
I mean, I don't mind watching it again. I just didn't care for it. I was just like, what are we doing making fun of Giallos with this? Like, I just don't get
It's
it. Like,
not, but it's not making fun of it. It's a fucking it is a satire, but it's not making fun of it. I mean, you got to watch it again. You'll understand. It's
yeah, I
kind of
don't know.
it's kind of like watching fucking Airplane, and I mean they were goofing on those airport movies from the 70s, So I
Yeah,
just,
no,
I
I
mean,
could see that, but it's just not something that's up my alley. Like, I'm really not like I'm not really like a big horror comedy person either. Like, it's some of them hit for me, some of them don't. Like, I just prefer like when I watch horror related things, I like the serious shit. I like the straightforward, narrow shit. But I know plenty of people that like that movie. I just know when I saw it, I just was like, it just seems like such a waste of time. I know it's got Udo Kier's in it too, which is he's getting up there in age. I think he's already in his 80s at this point. But
it's got the dad from Psycho Gorman. He's one of the main actors in
oh, okay,
it. In
a
fact,
real
he's the
lazy
editor.
guy. But yeah, next time we'll be on my channel. We'll be watching Creep Show. We'll be watching Creep Show this Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a movie I've been waiting a long time to do on the channel, so it should be a good time this Friday.
Yeah, Creep
yeah, thank
Show
you.
is actually about a guy that we know, but we don't talk about. But you
Yeah,
you have
thank you,
seen Harold
everybody.
and you have seen Harold and Kumar, right?
Yeah, I've
To
seen
go to
all of
White
them.
Castle?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there
I saw that in the theater. Actually, I remember seeing that in the theater.
because there's the character called Creep Show, remember? And he says, "Yeah, you guys can have anything you want. You want some food? You want something to drink? You want to fuck my wife? You know."
Forgot about that shit.
But yeah, thank you, everybody, for joining the CWO ranting on this piece of not piece of shit, but overrated shit because it's just Halloween greatest hits. Like if they would have gone the Easter egg shit, it would have been a better movie and cut some of the forgettable characters out. I feel like it could have been a better movie, but all in all, it's not the worst one. Still to this day, Halloween Ends is a piece of shit, but it does deliver some pretty good cinematography, good performance by James Drew Courtney, and it's just like it probably is a movie that some people love it and some people might not like it no more at times because some people are changing their thoughts about the David Gordon Green trilogy. Some people are bitter about it, but all in all, everybody's to each their own. But yeah, it won the poll, and we're happy that we did this rant. And I hope everybody had a good time joining Chester, Rose, Leah, Sadie. Um, Sebastian, Johnny, who earlier did a trailer for Cobra, which I have set up here for a coming attraction, and it's me kicking ass as Cobra with
Don't spoil it,
CWO.
man. Just don't spoil it. Just fucking show it, dude.
I mean, I'll
Well, at
show
least
it
you
on
guys know.
Friday too.
Yeah,
So
I'm showing it tomorrow. So, but I mean, go for it. But don't spoil it. You know, just
Yep.
show it.
Society is breeding a new kind of criminal. It's also breeding a new kind of cop.
All along you knew it wasn't right. You were spending time losing sight. Playing games that isn't fair. And your partner's left standing there. At least you know you dream alone. Sometimes feel your heart's made of stone. As you try to move your kismet right, but you feel it, still try to fight. Then you got to feel the heat, feel the heat. As you feel the time is turning, then you must have started to feel the heat, feel the heat. As you feel the time is turning, then you must have started to feel the heat.
This is where the law stops, and I start. And I start.
You got some kick-ass shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Cobra.
Plus you got some action in that trailer. So you know, I was like, hell yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a nice one he put together there. You know, we'll have some fun with that for the next few streams.
I've got to
This,
edit the Fear City trailer though, because there's boobs and bush, and I don't want to get reported for that one.
Yeah,
and
they
also,
don't play with that nudity shit.
So I got to figure out what I'm gonna replace it with.
and
Like a
also,
lot of the movies I uploaded on my channel, I'm like, why is this being blocked? I'm like, oh yeah, there's a scene where there's tits there and there. That's why this shit's getting blocked.
I was watching that one you posted where that one chick was in the shower with that other chick, and I was like, damn,
That's what I don't get. Like some of these movies, they just let them go. Like they let Night of the Demons go, and there's that whole scene where like you see, fucking Linnea Quigley, like you see all of her, like and it's just like wow, like you guys let that shit slide, but like this little petty nudity shit's like what the fuck, like.
well, this is how we feel about it.
Here's White Man's Meadow next to your heart. I tried to cut it out, but it's too deep inside. A knife would cut your heart instead and release the spirit from within. Stupid fucking white man.
All right.
Stupid fucking YouTube. white man YouTube. Blocking shit. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you for hanging out with CWO, ranting on this overrated movie. And we'll see you guys on the next one on Texas channel tomorrow night for Fear City. Is that the name of it? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Hubie Halloween.
Yep. You take care, everybody, and see you in the next one.